guys like, share, and subscribe. If you want a more personal, you can reach me at patreon.com/code with the cards. This message is for Aries any placement. All right, so Aries, I feel like this is the hardest that you've ever worked. All right, so I know this sounds crazy, but I feel like the harder that you work, the more you're going to feel like things are digressing or things are not going your way. All right, but I just want you to know that it is actually working out for you in your favor. You could be an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus. You could also be an Aries first, second, third, fourth, or fifth house individual, possibly even sixth, and or eighth house. All right. I just feel like for whoever it is that I'm talking to, this is the hardest that you've ever worked, and there's more powers behind something than what you see. Okay, so while you are working very hard and you feel the energy of progression, okay, there's going to try to be an energy that make it feels like you're not making progress. So mind you, Aries rules the first house. They rule self, okay? So a lot of times Aries, when they feel like they're not in a good position in their life or they don't feel like they are where they want to be, they will get very down on themselves and try to find ways to switch up what they're doing, you know, in order for them to feel like things are better, you know. But I feel like you need to know that something is in the right direction. Thing something is perfect. Like it's exactly divine timing. It's where it needs to be. It's how it's supposed to be. Like this time next year, you would have been traveling and you've probably been traveled out of the country. I could see you going somewhere. It could be like Amsterdam, Italy. It could be the UK. You know, it's Switzerland. It's like you're going somewhere exotic, but like you'll never believe this because the way things are going right now, you can't even see tomorrow. Okay, but it's almost like somebody, if they were like a content creator and they work really, really hard on their content, right? And they do all of this stuff and they put all of this stuff together and they post it and then they lose followers. They like, what the like, you know, it's you feel like it's counterproductive, but it's not, because even if people leave you, there's still a view. So you're actually still working even in the midst of you thinking that you're digressing and moving backwards, because you're not. All right. I feel like for whoever it is that I'm talking to, you need to keep grinding. Okay. I feel like this is the hardest that you've ever worked in your life, and I can assure you that it's going to pay off. I feel like because you rule the first house, you need to hear that. Like, you need to know that something is going to work out for you in your favor. As long as it's for the greater good or the good for someone else, I feel like it's going to work out for you. All right. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Because I feel like somebody's making a lot of calls, a lot of texts, a lot of emails, a lot of pop-ups, and like you're not seeing any results. All right. So you're trying to figure out like what the hell is going on. 7 of Pentacles, but there's an offer. Yeah. You got the Devil card there, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, and the 7 of Cups. Like, I feel like right when you get to a point where you're about to give up, and right when you get to the point where you're just, you know, kind of fed up, mad, sad, crying, upset, I feel like somebody offers you something. It's an earth sign. It looks like it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. I feel like they come through and help you. All right. But I just feel like, you know, they won't be able to do this often, but I feel like they do it just this time. But I feel like you end up getting on your feet or something like that, so they never have to do it again. In fact, it looks like the tables will end up turning for this person. Yeah. So you could have Libra in your chart, Sagittarius. You got the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. Like, you have a lot of, you know, you have a lot of good support, or you have a good destiny. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the right things, you don't really have a lot that you need to be worried about here. I just feel like this all has to do with timing. Like, if you had more time to do something, I feel like it wouldn't worry you, because you know, based off of what you're doing, that the timing is perfect, right? Or that you're in, you know, you're making good pace. I just feel like now you're saying to yourself, like, okay, well, you know, this could be court. I feel like somebody could have a court date, or you could be moving. I feel like you should just not really think more into the action of what needs to be done and just keep doing what you're doing. Like, if there's a way to turn your brain off, which I know there is, I feel like you'll start to see more of the results from you not thinking more about how far you should be and looking more at what you're doing to get to where you're trying to go. Because, you know, everything for Aries is like, you know, them being polarity to Libra, everything for them is like the thought of something. Like, you know, like how long something is going to take, when does it happen, why is it taking so long? And that in lieu changes like y'all energy. So I would just kind of lock in with something. Yeah, because I feel like something's trying to make you very nervous and emotional. I feel like it's the fear of failure. The fear of failure is making you emotional. Yeah. Because, like, you do something, you wait, you don't get the results, you go to the Nine of Swords. You do something, you wait, something doesn't move forward, you get the Nine of Swords. Like, somebody says no, you read something, you get the Nine of Swords. Like, I just feel like, yeah. I just feel like everything right now is all about, you know, lack. Or you feel like it has something to do with lack. But I feel like this is when you're supposed to go in and not out. So this is when you're supposed to meditate. This is when you're supposed to pray. This is when you're supposed to be in a sauna. This is when you go for walks. Like, they're trying to teach you something here. Libras was like somebody was doing something repetitively because they're going to have to keep doing it because of the type of money they had coming in. And Aries is funny because it's like yours is you're doing something, you know, repetitively. If it's for good, so you can learn how to keep doing it too, you know? If this is like bogus shit, like somebody doing like magic because you got maybe like moon in Virgo or moon in Aries or moon in Sage, like I feel like the more you keep doing something, the more it's not working. It seems like the more it's affecting you. Four of Cups in reverse. Like, I feel like somebody else is turning their worlds upside down and yours is about to come into perspective. So